Yes, this is the slightly early variety. Yeah, we often get started at 3:30-ish. It's a little bit before that. Well, the half-hour mark, I guess I should say. Time zones. He's back to the disco. Back to the disco. A couple of things have occurred to me. One is that even though we've already got the boots, we've got the Stormtrooper boots, we did have the ability to call the police station about the ID number on them, yeah?
Radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42.
Okay.
It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies in the Seminine conflict.
Okay, so he had this armor during the conflict, which I don't think we knew.
So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
Guessing one of the names is Krennel.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the most recent name the ICP has been able to connect to the CBP. And the one before it was Downwell.
Yes.
I also have one called Sediment, but I think that might be a different contractor. No, they work called Sediment. And Somatosensor, it seems. All that during the last 9 years.
So we hadn't heard this name, and we hadn't heard their original name. But yeah, this is all the changing names of the mercenary organization.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Suit is customized. There must be a record to whom it was issued. Visual calculus.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
This is a fun challenge for her. An opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team RCM.
I appreciate your efforts in this case. It's imperative to learn whose armor it was. Well, thank you, officers. The camaraderie.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then.
All right. I assume we can't do anything else with the police department. No, all we can do is say we lost our gun. Okay. All right. Well, we got a little bit of information about the armor that we didn't have. Little tiny bits. We can get more tomorrow. Tomorrow in-game. Okay, what else do we have to do? We could still go here. But what do we really want to do? We got all these tasks. We could go across the river. I think this is the first day we can go across the river. Oh, we want to talk to Classe. That's the main thing. Because we went to Classe, and then we went to the Union, then we went to Classe, and then we went to the Union, now we have to go talk to Classe one more time. Because the Union revealed to us that they didn't really kill the guy. Instead, he was shot, and they tried to cover it up with the hanging. Still can't look through the window. So we learned that. So now we want to talk to Classe again. Okay, we'll go in here. Could still take Classe's speed. That's still an option, although Kim would see us do it. I guess I could do it in front of him and say I'm confiscating it. I could do that. I think... Well, I still want to get through this door, but I don't think... Now that we can put more points in the physical instrument, can we? No, we put 2, and that's our max right now. Wonder if any of our thoughts could enhance our physical instrument. Actual art degree, probably not. This could, maybe. Thinking about the armor. I still might cheat on some of these thoughts because I don't really like the idea of having to spend skill points to forget them if they're not what we need. Yeah, let's cheat on this one. Let's cheat with this one specifically. I just want to see what the stat bonuses we get out of it are. Yeah, we don't get strength. Is he safe chat? Just been watching some of that Village game stream. Looks fun. Yeah, is the whole game out or is just the demo out? I want to say it's the demo's out, but yeah, hopefully it turns out well.
It's always good to see
7
you.
turned out quite well. Always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
We can put more points into Volition if we want to rerun the Look Into Her Eyes skill check, but let's just say the Hardy Boys told us what really
I
happened.
understand.
Sure, where's why it sits on next to my head? What? What? I don't know. What? I'm confused. Whole game looks as if it's PS5. Oh yeah, is there no? Is it next gen exclusive? I think there's a PC version. Obviously for some disco. Well, here's the disco dancer. That's as disco as you're getting, probably. Chill, I'm the cool cop, remember? You lied to us, miss. You sent us on a runaround. You don't look surprised. You were expecting this, huh?
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police.
That's right, I am the police.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for
PC
wasting
tomorrow,
your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions.
No disco in a game called Disco Elysium. There's references to disco music, but disco's already dead. Disco's an old fad at this point. Just like us, we're old. We do imagine a disco ball in one of our dream sequences. Oh, obscure the head. Ah, okay. Clear the air.
Is it? Something is off here.
Something's
Shush.
off.
I can't hear what she's saying.
I do love when our inner thoughts debate each other.
Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Well, she said there was a chance we'd figure it out. Maybe we wouldn't.
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
The law, says authority. The Hardy Boys are not the law, we are. It's good enough reason. Cool, I'm satisfied with this explanation. I don't actually really need to push her on authority, but...
I know that. But the people around here, they don't see it that way. And if I am to stay here, I need to get along with them.
Not good of
You're
reason.
right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Uh-huh. She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon. Grey and pale violet in the morning light.
What lies beyond it? I wonder if there's actually a chance here that if I start thinking about the horizon, that Colossus gonna be like, hey, I'm talking here. Stop drifting off.
The pale, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern. Arseem is the lapdog, the moral intern. You don't have to worry. Arseem is involved with the one I got to do with this. Well, one is being triggered by the visual calculus, I think.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What'd you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir.
Hmm.
If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill.
The mill.
Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked. People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Oronese lit.
Challenging conceptualization.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
Says logic. Say Orkney's literature. What is with this fugitive stuff? What'd you do to have these people after you? What happened to you the night he died? Why'd you call the cops if you're hiding? When was the window changed? Right. We know about the bullet.
I did.
This is
I
the
also had a
what's with
side
fugitive
job
stuff.
selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank. Competitive intelligence, they called it. After that, I sort of transitioned out of the whole culture scene.
What'd you do to have people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or
But
even in Orania.
But they'll kill her for it?
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I
Mmm.
joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again, with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
So she went into Google and took information and gave it to, like, Microsoft. Okay.
I need the names of the companies involved and who
Nah.
hired you.
Nah.
The job was Lou's doing.
Oh, she
it
actually
on
will
the
tell
savings
us.
Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Thanks says they could poke behind as long as 10 hours. Can't tell because nothing is supposed to do. Well, like I said, it said 11 hours for the average person, but 20 hours for a completionist, and you tend to be a completionist.
Lowe's cap. These
got all the
people
stuff in Monster
engineer
Sanctuary
financial
anyway.
disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papa Lolo! I love their dairy products. I'm sure there are people who've done much worse than that. Serves them right. When I'm king, the savings bank will be the first against the wall. You're right. This is bad. You destroy what people have built. That's a lot of stuff you got into. Papa Lolo!
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
The milk line! The milk cards want to kill me. I just love the idea of us, like, throwing up our arms, recognizing. I'm sure the people have done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite.
The game was good. That's the challenge trip. You don't think he'll be a completionist? I don't know.
A lot of people got
A lot of
hurt,
people got hurt.
but that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
No, I want to solve Papa Lolo.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do? Let's not pry. It's not part of this case. Huh. If I didn't have the empathy score, I wonder if I couldn't pry at all. What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
How do you live with yourself? That's not easy to deal with. Let's get back to what happened here, okay? Not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
By not remembering a single damn thing. I don't either. I'm a cop. What I do is right. I don't deal with it either.
There you have it. The way of the warrior.
I think we got a level up there. What happened the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Exactly what happened.
Okay.
Nice is too so correct. Well, she also takes a lot of drugs, and so
He had just
she might
entered.
sympathize with that.
I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I
That's
turned
not
to
something I
look.
chose to do, so you
There
know.
was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me. and his
Oh,
mouth was
right.
open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
They talked about Titus, the Hardy Boys talked about the idea of maybe they were trying to kill her, not him, not the mercenary. And now we're actually getting a reason that somebody may have tried to kill her. The only reason I don't like that is why haven't they come back in the course of the next week to finish the job, you know?
I
Maybe
knew
they
he
don't
was
want to
dead
return to the scene of the crime, but...
before he fell down on top of me.
You were right. He did enjoy the moment of his death.
Better not mention it. My feeling was right, or he was enjoying the moment of his death. I'll say it, but she may not like it.
Yes, but how did you know that?
You asked her before if he enjoyed it. She avoided it. How did I not discern it was a lie?
I love this drama. How did I not know that she was lying about that? Oh, I suck, says drama.
Just had a hunch. Detectives have those sometimes.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor.
They score with cops, well, two,
He
one
only
of
had his
whom is
boots on.
a drunkard.
I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
She stands there, arms at her
I waited
sides.
for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one.
Are you sure you're not making this up? It's a mother fracker. Just nah, we're gonna need more details. I'm sorry it's happened to you.
So am I.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15.
Around
I don't know the
midnight.
exact time. Around midnight.
That's okay. Were you inebriated?
Yes.
Not as much as usual.
Not as much as usual.
We've done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high. We get reaction speed. But isn't that when she came downstairs and so she was in shock from She was in shock from seeing the murder, yeah? But I'll still say it.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No,
What'd you do then?
nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
I really thought all we were gonna get was just kind of confirmation of, yep, this is the truth, but we're getting this industrial espionage stuff, and we're getting this, you know? Yes, good to see you, Raka. Hope you're doing well. Wait, Joe? Hope all's good. Well, we're still investigating murders. That's good. Is it?
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
Why don't you run far away from here? As a matter of fact, why are you here now? That's a good question. What if they come back? That's why I keep saying.
I already ran.
I
ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
Did you kill him? That's a silly question. Unless we're asking metaphorically. What happened? You hear a gunshot. What happened if you're in the stairs? I want to ask this first, actually. Hopefully we can go back.
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
What happened if you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were
The
there.
story never ends. There's always more
Harvey's at
details.
The table in front of the stage. I think the union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were
Ruby.
having such a good time.
Do we know Ruby?
I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Is Ruby the head of the drug ring?
Ruby?
Who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
We have a name?
Leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
Yes. The Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like
Okay.
things they need taken care of.
We have the
She's the
name of the lorry driver and the leader of the drug distribution.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Why not?
Well,
What then?
Ruby said let's talk upstairs.
And they
Sure,
thought, well, yes,
Ruby.
yes.
I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
This is concurrent with your doubts at the autopsy about the coloring being.
Better not to remark. I knew it! The coloring his lower limbs looked faint.
About half an hour had passed since the moment of death.
She nods.
You were late. The marks would be faint by that time.
Makes a small pointing motion with his pen. It's meant for you.
You have it in you to be a champion. Keep your head in the game now.
Then what'd you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor
Oh, right.
was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times.
They were in bed, so she had to put the armor back on. And then people stole the armor later, except for the boots.
It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What'd you do while they were hanging him? Freaked out?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Where's Ruby now?
I don't know. I
How
haven't
much of
seen
boots
her
yet? Yeah, I'm wearing them now. Make Titus give up Ruby's location.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
So why hang him, though? Why not just leave him on the pavement? Well, so, I mean, if people start investigating Class A, which we are, then she can potentially be killed by these corporations that she was doing corporate espionage work for, and against. And so they wanted to cover up the shooting in general. So they replaced the window, and they tried to make it look like a hanging, because the bullet wound was pretty difficult to find in the mouth, right? So, that's the main part of it, yeah. There's Measure of Man. Ah, yes, the best episode of season 2, certainly. Before the show starts getting good in season 3. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a classic.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did?
Well,
look into this later.
this is essentially Glavy's question. It's a corpse without corporation. Did you kill him? That's a stupid question. Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break. I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
But maybe it did. Probably didn't. Either way, something to consider. I don't know if I want to make her paranoid, especially because if I make her paranoid, maybe, you know, we can, I'm guessing, can change these characters' fates. If I make her paranoid and guilty, maybe she'll kill herself by the end of the game. Go overdose. I'm gonna still say it probably didn't, because that's actually what I think, because I'm still wondering why they wouldn't come back and kill her if that was the goal.
Or I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here.
Give her a nice one then to live.
To lose cap. Not yet. There are other saner leads.
Saner
I can ask you
leads.
to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Can't go after Google. And why'd you call the cops if you were hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth.
The answer comes fast, which is an indicator of truth, says reaction speed.
Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
So you would have us believe, but you're not. I don't think so. Why'd you do it? Not gonna disagree with you.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Oh, Kuno.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud, thud. So I called you. I hope with
It's
all
the
my
beating
heart
of
it's
that
not
terrible
last
heart.
in Revachol.
Passed your reaction speed test, just barely, yeah.
She definitely called the
Reaction
cops.
speed's
That
kinda
was
neat.
task
We could put points
complete.
into it.
It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Although, actually, I can only put 1 point into it because our motoric score is so low in general. Oh well. And when was the window changed?
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother.
Maximum
these
velocity of the
kids
stones,
Took
yes.
care of it.
Yes. Angus and Tice's
You
brother.
should have a look at that window. Reconstruct the scene. It's right here. So near.
In a bedroom inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Okay. I'm not gonna say, did you kill him? This seems like a really stupid question.
She nods.
Maybe I'm wrong.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or maybe you should take her to the station.
Ah.
For safekeeping. She lied to you. And she's a flight risk. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. Multiface, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up with force if you want to continue pushing her.
72% chance. The love that did him in. Semen sample avoidance. 72% chance. In God's name, wake up. We've done so much conversation there that I want to make a hard save just in case something veers in a direction we really don't want.
Hello, officer.
Drama
Is
legendary.
you up here again?
Drama legendary. 72% chance.
Who?
Oh,
What?
wait, it did succeed.
Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Huh. What if I told you under arrest? Your real name isn't Glassy. I know you, I think you didn't make that call to the station. That's interesting. Then Kim, why have we not arrested her yet?
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
I knew it! Good, you can tell me the
I
truth.
log your work every week. It's all transmitted to common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied.
Love did him in as communism. Love did him in, but communism killed him.
Like
Is
I
what,
lied
is what we
before.
imagine the corpse saying.
Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
What, that passport? Was that BS too? Tell me your real name. Probably not even Mr. Ron 37, are you? What, the passport?
No,
Oh?
it's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast. in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Now we got a name.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous.
Wait, is that another
Don't
fake
take
name?
that
Wait, which...
lightly. I didn't
Wait,
show
which
up
name's
because
fake?
I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where's the buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I
Okay.
put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not.
They're all
sure
fake
I can
names,
find it now. It's useless.
West of the boardwalk and the reeds. We have to check this buoy out. I mean, why not?
Lieutenant makes a note of it.
I mean,
Go
why
look
not?
into it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe,
Past a broken sewage
right
pipe.
near the water line.
Tell me your real name.
Katarzyna Lazie.
It's okay. There's the real name. Which is, you know, it still has the classe Lazier still has sort of the same feel. Oh, actually, it's almost, yeah. It's kind of like she's combined her first and last name into a single name.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Hugo
I need
grass
some Twitch calling people for the real names. Hey, come on.
accidental at all. Smells of motor oil.
Come on,
tiger,
Fix. I know that's on your passport.
and rock music infused alcoholism. It also makes Clausia almost an alacronym for
Yes.
Katarzyna Alazia.
Yes, that's what I said. That's what I said. I'm so smart. My conceptualization's so high. We finally meet. I'm gonna keep calling you Classy. I'll just call you Miss Disco Dancer. Wait, Classy is abbreviation of these two names?
It was a sentimental thing. I want it to be more me here, this time.
A nickname.
So I use my
Who
nickname.
gave you this nickname, Clausia?
I don't care who gave it to you.
Teenage boy.
A million years
A
ago.
million years ago.
Still got 5 XP for it. Wait, that's not Orani's name, is it? It's Grad.
My parents were Zhemsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese.
Hmm.
All I remember
okay.
is Oranje. Alasia is my father's name.
Grad origin. Grew up in Orne, though. Alright, finally we meet.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
I guess I'll say you're probably not even Miss Orani 37, are you?
I am.
Huh?
They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying.
Yes, they can. Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
I think you didn't make that call to the station. I think she did. Oh, and look at this. This changed. What if I told you you're under arrest and now we use her real name instead of the fake name? That's interesting if that changed.
She slowly you are. This is not the end of this.
Right, let's get back to those lies you told. We can still come back to that. But I don't actually really want to arrest her, I don't think. So I just want to not make sure I don't accidentally do it permanently.
Lies.
Yes, we demand she be punished for deceiving us. We demand her anxiety. We demand her fear.
Drama's very annoyed that it didn't detect the lie earlier. I'll say I didn't think you made that call to the station, although I do.
I did.
Yeah,
What is this?
yeah. No,
Desk or whatever.
I agree.
The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergency's desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Anyone could know the number, and someone coughed means
But
nothing.
I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers.
Drama's
But I
so
know.
annoyed at being outplayed. This is interesting dialogue. I don't know if I want to commit to having said it in the game, but it's interesting to
She
see.
sounds like a 6th grader apologizing.
Wow. She sounds like 6th grade apologizing. This took 14 out of 14 conceptualization. Super easy line to not see. I wonder... This is one of the things that makes the game so replayable if you like bonus dialogue, which I do. You know, there's probably a lot of, 14 out of 14 composure lines we're missing, or whatever, you?
You sense a little hesitation there,
And there's empathy 12 of 12.
even fear. The stress was on the wrong syllable. Welcome to the wake-up club, brother.
Why haven't I arrested her yet, Kim?
Around here. At least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
What if I told you you're under
But I
arrest?
haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
Failure to aid a police investigation.
Says my authority, my boots authority.
Purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough.
All of our inner thoughts are very annoyed.
That's right, gang. Stern and
That's right,
merciless
gang.
now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Failure to aid police officer. You waste our time in a time-critical investigation. Mystery of information about the case. Without the Ari's confession, we'd know nothing. Suspect a murder. Your flight risk. That's all the reason I need. Not playing these mind games anymore. Whack your finger next to your head. You're coming in. Mind games. Industrial espionage. We uphold international law here in the zone of control. Although she said that's not illegal. She said that's not illegal. Explicitly. Alright. We gotta talk about the time wasting.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please, no. I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
Arrest this woman before she can say anything else. Ignore her theory. What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
You did it while you were drunk.
"Clearing up for this betrayal is hard for her."
Ruby.
Well, okay. That's how Ruby got there so quick. Why do you think it was her? How could she have killed him? Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me.
Oh,
Ever
interesting.
since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
Life says, yeah, best shaman deck you've seen all year went 1-3. Ah. You have to. Then you drafted a secret synergy deck with Ice Draft with A-Wins. Well, hey, that's karmic balance. You had a good deck go bad, see. High Spirit goes 8.
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit.
Well, now I'm glad we did this. Maybe I'll commit to it.
It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said, let's go upstairs.
she said she's in love with me.
Right.
She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed.
Maybe? Maybe? Sounds like she was fixated on you.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all.
Interesting.
When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching?
When Ruby said there would be stuff happening if you didn't end your relationship, was she threatening you? And how could she have killed him?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before.
Phantom notes things just
Tell
like
when
him.
someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be.
Keep the Hardys in
The
line.
Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but
Some of that fear is still with her. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
How could she have killed him?
you've been trying to kick that door down, right?
No. Oh, does
Maybe
this
it
get
leads downstairs.
does this get points on the doors?
Could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna.
Oh,
She used to come here to drink on the roof with me before it got weird.
that's it for Ruby.
Okay.
And what?
Arrest the liar now. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful.
Authority wants to let her off because she's pretty? Who? It's all good, but I think we should still take you in just in case. It's a little bit closer. Alright, I'll keep you miss for now. Back off completely. Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
That's all good, but I think we should still take you in just in case. Okay, well... authority is implying we can still back off after this, but man, I don't think she's gonna like us after this.
Still? After all this,
Oh, this is mean.
sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know. But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste just because I disturbed the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What other option do I have? What do you deserve then?
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, drink, and dance, wallowing in shit.
What other option do I
All the
have?
station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here. I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months, or maybe even 1 month. That's all I need.
Isn't that she'll still be dead because of the corporations? At least that's what she's saying, right?
You do have the form.
Looks at your
My
ledger.
God, she's playing him too.
Right.
Like a fiddle, sire. Who would have known?
Like a fiddle. She played us like a fiddle snake. Well, we've changed in a month or two.
Everything could change.
Yeah?
This city, the extradition rules, the people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Ravishal.
There is desperation there, in that silence. A cornered animal looking for a way out.
Maybe Ravishal could be free. I could be tried in a free Ravishal. An independent
In a month?
state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
In a
I
month?
find that hard to believe, miss.
Yeah. I do like the sound of that. Another riff show. Free, independent. Not on my watch. It's got nothing to do with anything. I'll say it.
The world can change. It's changed before.
Her political overture has succeeded, we see.
Made my
She looks
choice.
at you in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day.
We also lose Kim for a day when he takes the corpse. Can he do both at once? Can he drive her with the corpse in back?
Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
Kim, arrest her before he drags us out any longer. Start your station call. If you miss it, I can't help you anymore. Lay you off the hook for now. Don't make me regret it. The station call seems like this really weird middle road. I'm gonna say don't arrest her at all. This seems really weird to me.
I won't, sir.
She slowly lights
Whoa.
another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
That's a curious one. 3% chance of success. Shivers godly. Look up into the gray sky. Can level it up twice. Does seem like it's leaning more toward it killing her. Right, exactly. That's why I don't want to commit to it. What about the door now?
The same small, heavy door. No lock in
Dang.
sight.
Dang, I still
I
can't,
don't know. It is not the. I don't know. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and no, still a mini investigation.
I still can't learn enough a physical instrument to try again to get through the door. Is the shivers check a white check?
Officer,
Yes, it is.
it's a fine.
Nothing happens.
3% fails.
There is a mass of droplets above the planetary body, colorless, merging into one another. The sky is low and cold. You hear the distant murmur of motor connections somewhere south of here. That is all.
So, officer,
I don't know if I want to put a point here. We only have 3 points available. 2 and into the city. Is this the most useful skill? I don't know if I want to keep this.
Officer.
8% chance of success.
Continuously nothing. The sky slowly slides above you. The young woman exhales the scent of menthol tobacco. Sounds like a sigh.
I think I'm gonna undo these 2 skill points here, but let's take one more shot. 17% chance.
Continuously
No.
nothing.
Alright, I think I'm gonna undo that. I don't think I want those shiver skills. Alright, where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? We could go look for her birth certificate stuff, although I'm not sure, or not birth certificate, passport stuff. Although she said it would be pretty useless. To make it for a bad number. I've never liked it. Alright, we can look at the window.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass.
Run finger across the surface of the glass.
Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges.
Show what you tried to do.
But the surface of
I
the
don't see
window is
anything.
clear from the inside. No chips, no hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer to
Window is
inspect
recently
the
replaced.
surface.
Looks like it, yes.
Alright. 92% chance. What happened with the window?
Golden light melts
Ooh,
into the
nice.
blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are 2 neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
We've got like these possible bullet trajectories, and we've got the mercenary lying in bed.
A 2-hearted spider.
Position at the
Like the
end.
witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th, and a shot has just been fired. The man looks
Fancy
directly
husband
at
teeth.
the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where's it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime.
Location
The
A
glass fractures
prime.
around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Back the ghostly figures
The man
first.
does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Look at A prime, the
The
roof.
ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions.
They like to do
all
this in the
going
Batman
with
games.
first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside? Well, it's been a week. It's like been just rained off. 8% sure the roof is where the shot's made from. Shouldn't there be gun residue
They
outside?
could have been. Then the
Right, rain will wash it away. It was more than a week ago. 100%. 100% visual calculus. I'm right there with you. 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from.
72%.
72.
With a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them 1 shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium.
Good analogy.
A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room? A closer point? No. The armor gets against A prime the roof. Well, could it come from inside the room?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
Point X? There is no point X, right? What? Any arguments against A prime the roof?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
What if it could have come from further away?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Extrapolate, zoom and enhance. Actually, zoom out. Pull back.
According to your map of the district, This shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B Prime.
B Prime. Just to say, if you didn't like the episode of Star Trek where Riker was on the Klingon vessel, oh, there's some fun stuff in that episode. I like how good at it Riker is, where Riker's like, yeah, give me the live gach. And you know, and the Klingons are like, we didn't know humans could laugh. And he's like, ah. There's better Klingon episodes later, but they have some fun stuff in that episode. Let's see. Wait. Oh, so shot could come from a wide angle of a location, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an island of the bay. Let's call them B Prime. More precisely.
B Prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Okay. What about the boardwalk?
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance.
A skilled sniper
could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training.
So it could be one of the other two mercenaries.
To take wind.
There's two other mercenaries that could have taken their own out for whatever reason we don't know. Well, Land's End.
1.2 kilometers away. The least likely of these positions. Let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it. Possibly from a tent. No. Too far-fetched.
3% chance of success. That's the title of the stream right now. Look at the islet.
1 kilometer away. A point beyond the docks. On an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found...
Well, we did see...
on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea. As you saw in the coin-operated viewer.
Exactly, I'm glad it brought this up. We did see it through the coin-operated viewer.
The shot would have been a small miracle. 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
I think the shot could come from further in the roof, in Marnay's.
Where, precisely?
Let's say the boardwalk, the islet, Land's End.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less than from the roof, but still.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
Cool.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
It would be easier if we could get through the door and look at the possible Ruby escape route. But we can't right now. I can't put any more points in the physical instrument. When the guy was uploaded his conscious day was okay too. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. I remember that one. Yeah, the particularly interesting scene in the episode is where, you know, Data's giving the eulogy. And he's giving it to himself, you know. To know him was to love him. And to love him was to know him. Picard's like, you're being a jerk, Data. But he's not. He's just this super narcissistic person. So check for the blue door. There might be a new check for the blue door. Now, we've heard stories about it, but I kind of doubt it.
You see, a heavy... It could be connected to the bar. The door does...
No. Although, we may have gotten a new bonus for the window, because the window also seems connected to these things.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
But we could put another point in perception. Perception does some cool stuff, so maybe we can do that.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. There's a yellow
nice
tied to one of the branches. Light yellow.
17% chance we got it, though.
A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it,
a bronze key.
Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Someone see a key in the bush, point at the window.
Huh?
Huh? I need your guys to hand the key to me. Can you let me slide by so I can grab the thing? Can you hand the key to me, please?
I'm not your janitor, cop. I don't.
If he says it's there, it's there.
Can you let me slide by?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that.
Huh.
The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up,
Oh!
pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you.
Huh. Wonder if this always happens or if you've been even more mean to the Union if this won't happen.
The key is
Take the
brass.
key.
Workshop spear is etched to its bow.
First,
The old man closes the window.
good to see you,
and
Tomo.
sits
Hope it's
back
all
down
good.
in silence.
We got a key.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in?
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank you, nod to the old man. Anyone know why the key was hanging there? Wonder what doors it opens. I'm gonna thank him first.
Don't thank me.
Yeah.
I don't give two shits about your key.
There is a silence around this man's words. Unlike Titus, they're afraid of him. That's the type of respect he commands.
I'll ask why they would know it was hanging, but
Didn't know it was there. Boys, no idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
okay. Wonder what doors it opens.
Could open the door in the kitchen.
Right, the blue door.
Blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop there?
It's worth a try.
Yes, it is. That's exactly where I was gonna go. That's exactly where I was gonna go. More saves. Never stop saving. Alright, so even though we can't kick the door open upstairs, this may be good enough.
It could be connected.
Try the workshop spare.
The key fits the dimple
Nice.
lock. It
Nice.
takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks.
Good. We don't need to kick down the door. We can just go here. Hey, here's another pinball machine. Franco-Nigerian. The theme is horses and swords. Pinball is white Deora. Female figure in mourning. Spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window. Hey, we got $5. We got $5 in this store, this room that's not been opened in a long time.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
It is my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world. Hey, I'm not some sort of peeper. My duty as a cop.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Ooh, I do like going into secret areas, so I might learn the Jamrock Shuffle. Probably enhances perception?
All these mesmerizing machines, just waiting to be plugged back in and played.
Run your finger across the dust of the white Dior machine.
Feels like it might jump back to life any moment. The lights illuminating the white-robed woman.
What's white Dior?
Some kind of inane pinball theme. Probably related to Messina during the DeLorean age. The history themes are the
The
worst.
DeLorean Age, 1985.
Diora was one of the 3 crown cities
Never stop saving, never
of the
stop saving.
DeLorean era on the Muindi Isola, the others being Ria Silvia and Advesperasket. This
3
theme
crown
is all
cities.
about early airships and beautiful, sad, pearl-laden women. It's quite nice, actually.
Quite nice, says Encyclopedia.
Lieutenant grimaces looking at the machines.
Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim.
No, I love it.
Oh,
I
what?
love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball?
Oh, wait.
Let's move on.
He just doesn't want to get into the conversation. That's good line delivery.
He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. Exactly, Java. How about the other one? How about the Franco-Nigerian ball? Want to play that?
No.
How we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball? No.
You can't fire them up. They are broken. Only that one machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball.
What a dumb name. Royalist Pinball. If they weren't broken, he would kick one of these machines about now.
Encyclopedia Medium 10. Think. Kim Kitsuragi. Kim Kitsuragi.
Kim Pinball Kitsuragi.
What? Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball?
Exactly. That's what he's known as. His reputation precedes him.
Hey, Kimball. Not gonna talk about that. Wait, you're Kim Pinball Kitsuragi.
So now he remembers.
Really? Really? He looks around the sides of the workshop, takes his glass off, and cleans them.
Fine, I'm Kim Pinball Kitsuragi, aka the Kimball. You remembered. Congratulations.
The Kimball! You don't seem to really like pinball.
No human being should. It is a game that requires no skill and a childlike affinity to flashing lights.
But he's super good at it. He's the best.
And historic romance franchise.
He's the best. He used to be the best player at Hearthstone ever. He was like when Calento won like 4 tournaments in a row. And now he's like, ugh, Hearthstone's stupid children's card game. I'm gonna play some Gwent.
It is lame.
Then why are you called... Not Pinball, Kimball?
I am not called Pinball. It was used to taunt me a long time ago, before I became a homicide detective and got my lieutenancy.
How'd you get that name?
Fine. I was a juvenile police officer for over 15 years. It's how I started out in the RCM. Once I had to infiltrate a pinball ring.
Never mind.
As you do when you're a juvie cop.
So he wasn't the best and then he abandoned it. He had to become good because he had to infiltrate a pinball ring? Lame. Okay.
It was not okay. I needed to become a pinball champion. I trained for 9 months. The job was successful and I was moved out of the juvenile wing to homicide.
You said what Calento plays now, Gwent? Oh, I'm not that. I was just inserting dialogue for Kim. I don't actually know if Calento still plays Hearthstone or not, actually. I haven't seen Calento do anything in like over a year, but I haven't looked into it.
End of story.
End of story. Were Juvie Cup 15 years?
That time is over now. I was already a 38-year-old man. It was unbecoming, as was playing pinball.
So that's why he doesn't want to talk to Kuno. Trauma and stressor disorder from being a juvie cop.
Huh, I'm gonna call you Pinball now. I'm gonna call you Kimball now. Don't worry, I'll keep you calling you Kim. You'll think it's Kitsuragi to me. Wait, so that's why you didn't want to talk to Kuno?
It's best if you handle the juvenile delinquents.
He nods. I want to see the dialogue from gonna call you Kimball now, but I don't want to be a jerk towards Kim. Don't worry, I'll keep calling you Kim.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is good too. Now, we really need to continue our sweep of what appears to be a secret path through the whirling.
Okay, man, I thought he was, you know, he had deliberately become a pinball wizard, the Kimball, back in the day. Can I get the dialogue real quick though? Can I get the dialogue for if we say I'm gonna call you Kimball now? He's just gonna say please don't or something, right? But I wonder if it actually affects dialogue in the future. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to be a jerk towards Kim.
The key fits.
Judge with the raid, super appreciated.
Investigate. Attaboy.
Super appreciated. We're talking about pinball. There's a bunch of pinball machines back here, and our partner had to infiltrate a pinball ring.
Feels like it might jump.
Some kind of...
Hold on, we're going through some dialogue here. We're just gonna see what happens if we're a jerk to our partner.
Royalist Kim. Exactly.
Make sure you check out Judge Vinat was playing... Wait, what's Judge playing? Pokemon Snap. The new Pokemon Snap. I hope that's enjoyable, but yes, Judge also a fantastic Hearthstone streamer if you have never checked him out. I don't have Moobot's power here, but hopefully we can do this manual link. Does this manual link work? Yes, always happy to see Judge with fantastic tastes. Hope you're enjoying it. That link does work. Great. Make sure you check out Judge. Appreciate the raid. We're playing Disco Elysium, story-based game, murder-based game, investigation game. A lot of strong dialogue and stuff, by the way, just as a warning. unlike Pokemon Snap, they're probably not dropping F-bombs in Pokemon Snap unless things have really changed. Hey, Kimbo.
What?
You're
So
Kim
now
Pinball
it's fine.
Kitsuragi,
No
right?
human it is. I am fine. Unbelievably. End of story. That time is over.
So that's why he doesn't want to.
Okay, I just want to see. I'm gonna call you Kimball now. He's just gonna say, like, please don't.
No. You're gonna call me Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Or, on rare occasions, Kim, because it's shorter. Let's go.
Whatever, just
Any plan to call him Pinball or Kimball is immediately wiped from your neocortex, as if with some sort of mind-altering device. It is simply not going to happen.
There it is. And yes, Kim has this strangely high authority score. This strangely high authority score that I don't know exactly what's up with it. He's got like the Jedi mind trick. He's only used it 2 points in the game. This one and 1 point earlier. All right, so yeah, we're in this this hotel, the Whirling in Rags, and we found this secret
small
path.
Elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside.
Look in.
Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is
Now, raid Pokemon game would be hilarious. Well, it'd be one of those Nuzlocke things where instead of a Pokemon passing out, they just die. They just die, blood everywhere. Charmander, no! They ever play Scorpion? Mm-hmm. Be a strong play. Look at the elevator controls. What this elevator was used for?
Seems like a small freight elevator for transporting machinery.
Pretty
For that,
quaint.
It's pretty quaint.
Look at the elevator controls.
There are large rectangular buttons. Monter, descend,
down.
and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long, long time ago.
Long time ago. Go up the elevator. Does this just take us directly to the roof? There has to be more, yeah? Yeah, there has to be more. Otherwise, this is pointless. Small windows, taped shut with black plastic. You can't see outside. Schematic for a pinball machine. Futurism themed. Boxes, tools, replacements for parts line the shelves. Oh, there's like... So yeah, there's this whole pinball workshop here. Pinball machine has been taken apart and gutted.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
Just says that, you know, there's might be a market for an R-rated Pokemon. Not people who watch the original show and stuff have grown up. Yeah, there's very, very few things that have done that. But there is... I'm trying to think of what I'm thinking of. There is an example of a show that did like a sequel / reboot 10 or 20 years later, and they did make it much more mature. I can't remember what I'm thinking of, though. There's also, it's unofficial, but there was that film director that made Power / Rangers, which was like this 10-minute or 20-minute short film that was the idea of an R-rated Power Rangers thing that was kind of interesting. But there is an official one. I'm just having trouble thinking. Harry Potter Extreme. There is an official one like that really took me off guard. That was like they had gone from this PG-rated thing to this R-rated thing. Just ask your encyclopedia skill. I'm really trying to think of it. There is certainly an example of it. An official example. I'm having trouble. Might pop in my head 10 minutes from now. Looks like they gave up and fixed the pinball machines at some point. This should be a pinball workshop. Not interested. Discard thought. Oh, this becomes a thought? Looks like they gave up and fixed the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Nice SpongeBob, isn't it? Is the SpongeBob movie dropping F-bombs? Used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over. Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
I thought the pinball machine was still broken. Huh. Oh, and we can get into this drawer. They've got Sponge Gore, which I'm not familiar with. We get the Pinball Maker's Coat, +1 empathy, and +1 hand-eye coordination. As opposed to our current coat, which gives +1 to our shivers and +1 to our camaraderie. Empathy is a thing we use quite a bit. And now you can't see our, white tank top anymore as well, which I kind of like. +1 hand-eye coordination. Pushes us up to 3. That could be useful. And our empathy goes all the way up to 7. That's really, really high. I might not even need it that high. Our camaraderie goes to 5. Huh. We would get the boots. We do have the boots on. We have our Stormtrooper boots. They give 2 authority, but -1 composure. So that's pushing our authority up to 5, which is giving us a lot more authority dialogue than we had before. Maybe I like our shivers and our camaraderie better, actually. Maybe. Our shivers is only 3, though, even with the coat on, so it's not triggering very often.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor.
Jackpot.
Jackpot!
These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Someone has been here within the last week or 2.
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer.
This is so good it makes him forget the whole Kimball memory.
If we had ignored the Kimball stuff, this empathy line wouldn't trigger. This is so good, it makes him forget about Kimball.
The Blue Door was a mega investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, which I would say is quite large.
The Blue Door was a mega investigation, not a side thing. What does that mean? Let's have a closer look.
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route leading to the roof.
Good to see Tool, by the way.
The roof from where you can shoot our victim. This is significant.
Significant.
These prints, officer, could be the prints of our killer. And if not, at least they're a good argument for this Ruby doing it, to present to Titus.
A closer look then.
Large prints, most likely made by boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than vamp. The soles have left a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. This print is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand sole with logos on it. It seems custom-made or old-fashioned.
Or old-fashioned.
Shoe size is 41 to 42, maybe 43. It could be a large-footed woman or a small to average-footed man. This is, unfortunately, the worst, most vague shoe size there is.
The worst shoe size for a cop. That needed 12 out of 12 visual calculus to even think about it.
Of course. Damn.
This print doesn't look like the odd-soled... This doesn't look like the odd-soled print we found at the hanging cam. Ooh, interesting. Doesn't look like it.
The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. I wouldn't rule out Ruby coming here yet. This isn't an argument against her. People change shoes, you know? But it's not an argument for her either.
Doesn't look like the worker shoes.
No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom-made to me. Or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot.
Everything around you is quiet. The prints crisscross the workshop floor.
And now let's walk right across them, ruining any future attempt to investigate them. And that's it. And that's it. That's, now we're back out to the roof. Okay,
this
so we...
is the barred door
oh, here we go.
To kick in before.
Lightly punch the door once more, just in case. What's on the other side? The roof.
Unless we've veered off into a folded M dimension, I'm expecting to step out on the roof.
Right.
We could ask Glacia about this route. See how she reacts.
Folded M dimension. A reference to the popular science fiction series, In System. Look who's in a good mood suddenly, and reads science fiction.
Learn something about Kim. Lightly punch the door once more, just in case.
The door shudders a bit, as though it were laughing at you.
Unbar the door.
Bent metal.
Ooh.
Broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Gaze upon me, stuff and despair. Now I'm a disempowered individual trying to take out my disempowerment on everyday objects. I rip stuff apart. Gaze upon me, stuff and despair.
Kudos.
Anti-object task force thought gained. I wonder if this will up our our pain threshold goes down. But in 2 hours we would learn this thought. I am gonna cheat on it. I'm gonna cheat. I'm hoping it increases our physical instrument learning threshold. Disco thought, anti-object. It could be specific to destroying doors. Attacking physical objects heals damage, +1 pain threshold, and it does increase all physical learning caps by +1. That's pretty useful. Alright, I guess we'll learn that. Yeah, no, it's pretty worth learning, right? Because we could spend a point on learning pain threshold, but we can also get via this thought, although we have a limited number of thought selections. There's only space for 6 more. Alright, let's think about the anti-object task force. For the next 2 hours, our pain threshold goes to 0. If we get a paper cut, we're gonna die. Like, there's only 6 more? Well, except we have more than 6 we can learn, like, right now, right? Right now, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 thoughts I can learn. And there's all these we don't even know how to learn yet. Like Cop of the Apocalypse. Cop of the Apocalypse. What are the other thoughts you have? The ones available or the ones we have right now? Right now, we've got +1 camaraderie and empathy towards Kim. We've got get 10 cents anytime we click a green orb. Psyche skill +1, but no positive effects from alcohol. Failures on physical, heal health. Failures on intellect, heal morale. Conceptualization goes up, and learning cap for rhetoric goes up. Yeah, this one we could forget at some point. Learning cap perception raised to 5. Which, yeah, is the only reason we can learn perception up this high. As opposed to, like, reaction speed, we can only learn 1. Okay, so there are a lot of thoughts. Yeah, there's tons of thoughts I don't even know. Motorway South. Opioid receptor antagonist. Homosexual underground, which might have to do with the balcony thing. The precarious world. Cleaning out the rooms. Oh, look! Jamais vu! Jamais vu! I've talked about jamais vu quite a bit in the past. Deja vu. Deja vu is when you see something and it feels like you've seen it before, even though you know you haven't. Jamais vu is the opposite. Jamais vu is when you look at a banana and you have this feeling of like, whoa, this is a totally new thing I've never seen before. Even though intellectually you know if you've seen a banana before, you have the perception of like, this is totally new. This is totally new. I've never seen this before, even though you know you have. Opposite of deja vu. I wonder how you get jamais vu. I wonder how you get that thought. These are the new thoughts we have. Oh, you know, we've got... This is about disco. This is about getting control of our stuff. This is about communism. This is about capitalism. This is about taking the middle path. This one, I don't know. This is related to our past, but I don't know too much about this. This one, I forget where we got it. This is about art. Oh yeah, the Jamrock Shuffle. The Jamrock Shuffle. This is about looking in containers. Wait, what does this get us? Jamrock Shuffle gives us... Oh! Just find better loot in locked containers in general. Oh. That's interesting. Have you heard jamais vu? Seems like an alien concept to me. Not very often, if I ever have. And yeah, as AT says, this one is about the cryptoid bird thing. I don't know. What does that give us out of interest? It lowers your encyclopedia by 1, but it increases your perception by +3. Oh, but only for hearing, not all perception checks. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, find better loot in containers. Ooh. I might put a point into that. Not the encyclopedia. I do love the encyclopedia. We don't have any more skill points left. Not right now, but now we're learning find better loot in containers. Two big cheats, yeah. What's this yellow thing? Look! A handful of dried white wildflowers.
Just as you look at the flowers, a gust of wind raises them from the roof, picking them up in the air.
42% chance, hand-eye coordination.
The wind brushes them off.
Wait, what was that? I'm never gonna get to catch. Oh well. Wonder what those flowers were.
Officer, it's a fine day for...
Nothing happens. The sky...
So, officer, lies.
Yes, we demand... She nods, then nervously pulls on her cigarette.
Okay.
Doesn't look like I can really ask her about the pathway here.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath.
Doesn't look like I can ask her about the pathway, because we already got our talk about it. We can go talk to Titus. It's just Titus, Classe. Unlocking so many things between the two of them. Oh, it's neat that we can see that room now. Oh, right. But yes, great to see H&T. Got raided by Judge, who was playing Pokemon Snap. H&T's also been playing Pokemon Snap, but also plays Hearthstone, just like Judge. Do we have any new options on the drugs? I kind of doubt it, but let's look.
This medicine cabinet is stocked. There it is. The orange sun wearing blister pack. You feel almost nostalgic.
So what happens if I take it in front of Kim? Can I say I'm confiscating it?
The lieutenant looks toward the door as if he didn't see you pilfer. That sweet prep-tide. Who cares, man? Who cares what the stiff thinks? Here comes...
So we got the speed. +1 Motorix, +1 Psyche, -1 Morale. Alright, well I stole Classy's prep-tide. She's probably in that raid, was off cooking. Just magically appeared here today. Ah, okay. Well, we have made a lot of progress in our murder investigating. A lot of progress. We know about many lies that have been told to us. Now... Actually, can we talk to the weird cops again? Do we have anything for them now?
Yes. What is it?
Well, we do have some. Look, it's really bugging me. Are we or are we not from the same police station?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course. Preposterous. I mean, you would remember if they were, right? Who forgets their squad mates? That's not possible.
Are you with him? Pointing those
Of
sunglasses.
course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
Seems like a cool guy.
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy glue. But at least he tries.
But at least he tries, unlike you.
Let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
Uh-huh.
Again? I can't believe this shit. Neither can I.
It's a mere second.
Yeah, it's very unclear still what these two undercover cop guys are. Well, guy and girl. We still can't look at the working pinball machine, which I thought we might be able to.
It's you again. What is it?
So we can talk about the Ruby theory now. Talk to Classy. Now I need to talk about Ruby.
Why?
Because she's your real leader. Gonna level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Laylee's killer. Seen her in... What? Something that used to delirium. Paranormal instinct, whisper her name in my ear. I need to pin this on someone. I've decided to pin it on her. Rosie, what's your next task? This is our next task, is because we found out this Ruby woman is in charge of the drug trade, and she's probably in charge of the Hardy Boys, and she may have killed the mercenary that's been hanging from the tree. And now we've done the autopsy on such. Expect she killed the victim, that's why. Civil War's brewing, the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby. She's a suspect in another case I'm investigating, a drug smuggling, which actually is true. Gonna live with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to the killer.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
There's a glance at Titus. Big guy
Ruby
size.
is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
It's a mixture of opium and alcohol.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some
Convince Titus to tell you where Ruby is.
Fuck off now.
I think we'll keep sticking around. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
I love this! This is the best check in the game! Logic, impossible 18. Present a solid theory about why Ruby could have done it. +1, found key in Union box. +1, saw the winch outside. +1, reconstructed the murder scene. +1, gave motive. Class I gave motive. +3, secret route found. +1, Ruby is a drug trader established. The culmination.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Oh, you know what we never did do? We never looked at the bullet. Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 12:25 to
About
12:15?
midnight.
She was here during all that
About
time?
midnight she was here.
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She didn't go to the toilet. She didn't go to the bar. She didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke. Didn't go to the toilet.
No. That's a lie.
You know it's not the case. In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time. You know it's not the case.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cop. And just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
Not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right? There's a secret route through the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall? There's a secret route.
Oh.
Through it looks like some type of abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel.
HT reached the last area in Pokemon Snap, like 6 more hours off stream. Glad you're enjoying it, or enjoyed it, if you're getting near the end. What was it called? Pinball Arcade?
Delta Pinball Arcade.
Weird place.
Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
Yeah, there's a little tiny freight elevator.
The elevator is outside the building.
Oh, it's outside,
an old
actually.
dumb waiter, used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
Good one, Kim. From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You get a step outside. Good one, Kim.
Thank you.
Gotta give Kim his ups.
The lieutenant is glad he got the floor plan right there.
From there, you step out onto the roof.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
And we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot.
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that. And Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand.
Which we don't
if
have.
Not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
Already established Ruby's smuggling drugs. Could have smuggled guns too. Small 20% chance the shot came from beyond the roof. Right, if it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, keep it to yourself. Local pawn shop sold my gun to a woman. Maybe it was hers. I don't know if I want to tell them that. Let's talk about... I've already established Ruby smuggling drugs.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
Fine, I'm not getting into it. All I'm saying is from my star in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun.
Trouble? This is Revachol. Even the roid heads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
He must be referencing some past case of theirs. He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
Didn't say I'd prove she a woman, just that we need to find her. Move on. I don't think I want to tell them I lost my gun. And it also said don't tell them that there's a chance that it's not Ruby.
All right, Carl. Keep talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3, motive. The last component.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up. Classy told me some pretty interesting things about Ruby. I mean, it's part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus. When Classy came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know something was wrong. Yes, this one's good. Maybe she killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you. Let's say 4.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Yes, roll your eyes. Female intuition, that's what it was. You're right, Eugene. Yeah, she's just got her stuff together. That's how she knew. Or she knew what happened because she killed him.
Not so useful.
Now, why did she kill him? It's why she organized the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
Could have been covering up for herself.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Time for a logics demonstration. Eugene, let's assume you killed him. Shanky, let's assume you killed him. Tice, let's assume you killed him. Well, Eugene says, I could have come up with that plan if you'd been first. So, try to break that down?
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your friends as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Okay. Now we could talk about Ruby trying to get with Classe, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe this is enough. You have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior. Why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps.
Plus 70 XP, level up.
Find her. It won't be easy, though.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon.
Okay.
When you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town.
So she's been gone all week.
She came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you.
Right.
You.
As in the RCM.
No, you.
Oh.
As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
Really? Why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? No idea why she'd be scared. I'm an old cop with regular thoughts in his head. No wonder she's afraid. I've come to declare the ending of the human experiment. I have no idea why she's scared. I'm a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head.
Sure. Normal. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
Don't get high on your own supply. It's rule 1. What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
Won't stop?
Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
We did solve 200 cases, we learned.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else?
Yeah. There was something else.
Or watch this makes you want to do another playthrough.
I could see she wanted to.
I wonder how much things I'm seeing you may have missed, you know, because it definitely seems like there's missable stuff.
This called Pete. But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Give clues on where she went.
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry. So, she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man.
She's in the fridge, right over there.
She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a Hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
She's out of the Hardy Boys. Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her? More precisely.
More precisely? On the coast.
So maybe there's any missable stuff. Just happens all dialogue matches, choices you have to pick.
Here. So,
wait,
I'm thinking.
Maybe there isn't any missable stuff. It just happens that all the dialogue matches, choices you have to pick. Well, yeah. There's definitely missable stuff just from your skills. You know, I'm missing a bunch of perception stuff, I'm sure. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure. There's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack.
Ask about Ruby in the village.
Sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Boyish, hair's red. It's Kuno! Wait. Boyish, hair's red. Looks like a Lowry man. Is Kunas? Kunas actually an adult? Do you know what's going on with the frequencies?
What now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies at a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
There you have it.
A pale emitter? Hail something. Not much, but it'll do. Go!
Have to.
Puts his hand out. Yeah, sure. Shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring.
Why not?
Like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
Maybe he can still help us more later.
Not just granite. Tightly packed RCM Sergeant material.
Just think it. You should be a cop, Titus. Why not say it, I guess?
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
That's a good line. I'm glad I said it.
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
No, I'm not. Get out of here. What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
I like brown. I like standards. Try and do my job. Pick on me for not being crazy enough. That's the least of my concerns. Kim, am I boring?
You? I wouldn't worry about that.
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown, he doesn't even want to talk to you about it.
Pick on me for not being crazy enough?
No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal. A very standard appeal.
Trying to do my job.
Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copotype is regular cop.
Regular cop.
I'll send out a telefax.
Why not send telefax? I'm not ashamed. No announcement. Just keep on standby. Wait, will this be my capo type now?
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
So we became sorry cop, now we can become regular cop?
Done and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. That would be too dramatic.
So now we could learn to become a regular law official. Nothing funky, -2 in an empire. Looks like you got a bit of normal in you. Touch the regular. 4 grams of jammy normal cop. Who would have thunk it? You, the extremist of all cops. You said some pretty boring things back there. Now you got 2 choices. You can leave it behind and forget about it, or you can try to utilize your normalcy. Internalize it. Get in a touch of vanilla back into the herring-flavored egg and licorice ice cream in your mind. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder what benefits that gives you. Probably camaraderie with the cops in general, I would think. Okay, well, I think it is Hearthstone time. Yeah, it is, but I want to look at the bullet. We never looked at the bullet. I should have looked at the bullet earlier, actually.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag.
I never looked at the bullet.
RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
What do I do with you, bullet? Feel the bullet through the bag.
What?
I said, what do I do with you, bullet?
If I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say, find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
Find who owns it. We will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag. You wouldn't ordinarily have cause to handle jacketed bullets. The citizens' militia uses cast bullets only. Little pebbles of metal loaded from the muzzle, usually in a cartridge.
Right. Jacketed bullets are better at going through armor, right? Inspect the bullet closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
The core.
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
Tool's got some lumpy. Jacket bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter. Wow, I actually know this.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Highly unusual. The people of Revachol haven't carried breech-loading weapons like this for nearly half a century.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Okay. Unique breech loader. I can... +1 encyclopedia said this came from breech loader, but I've only got hand-eye coordination 2, so it's only an 8% chance. Let's still take a shot. Maybe we'll level up hand-eye coordination.
Wow! Revolutionary period.
Lucky!
Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique, or a retrofitted antique.
It's the make, 66.
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution.
Lightning side pressed. Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war.
Usually
so there
broken.
Are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken.
Who uses these rifles these days? Oh, there was a little bit... Oh, the quality was appalling. That was the line. Who... I actually thought it said the quality was appealing. But no, the quality was appalling. That's why they're usually broken. Who uses these rifles?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for a well-preserved antique, most likely.
What are you thinking?
Think I know where this came from. Dangle the bag thoughtfully.
Okay. And?
That it came from a Belmargrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Revachol, really.
Probably a good thing. Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Prohibiting peacetime law enforcement to front-loaded rifles is a policy enforced by the Moralist International in all the nations of the Real Belt.
Worth what? Getting shot? Think we should have more powerful guns. We are the law! Makes you consider every shot. I like it.
Imagine
that's probably what he likes, yeah?
Cops, citizens had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier.
Fortunately, that would never happen in reality.
But back to the investigation.
So we're looking for antiques enthusiasts. Victim mixed up with some foreign guerrilla fighters. Jamrock bangers started crossing over to Marnaise. Mysterious something's afoot with this antique bullet type. Mixed up with foreign guerrilla fighters. I mean, the militia is.
Let's find out. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Okay. Alright. Well, I think that's gonna do it for now. I don't think we have anything else, like, super directly on the agenda. We got all... Oh, well, wait. Can we go wash ourselves off quickly? Oh, no. We can only wash ourselves off in our room. I can't wash myself off in the kitchen sink like I did the boots. But yeah, wash off the death smell, inspect the buoy, determine where the shot came from, ask about Ruby in the village, find the murder weapon, locate a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. We still got all types of stuff. All types of stuff to do. A lot of it across the river. Okay. I want to check one more thing. One very last thing. I want to see if we can say anything new to the, like, undercover cops or whatever they are. Well, they're not undercover.
Again? I can't believe... Okay, why not?
Oh, here we go.
The whole thing over again.
Here we go, though. Here we go. Here we go.
There is no time.
Right, we didn't have any of these options last time. Doing this investigation, turns out he was shot and hanged. This person was shot, then made it look like he was hanged. He might have been shot by the people who hanged him. Person was shot and hanged. May have been shot by the person who made it look like he was hanged. Person we think shot him, who made it look like he was hanged that we're looking for, we can't find her. He's shot and hanged.
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes.
Okay, well...
Hey, why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you? Oh my god, there's more. Okay, why not? Let's do the whole thing over again. We're not...
Person was shot and hanged might have been shot by the person who hanged him.
Get it, okay. But what is the motive?
Quite possible. Hey, why am I telling you these things? Cover someone up?
Be my first guess. Yes.
Why am I telling you these things?
Oh my god, there's... Okay, why not?
Person that was shot and hanged. He may have been shot by the person who was making it look like they were hanged.
Cover-up. Well, the author of the cover-up is the perp? Makes sense.
I know, right? But what's the motive?
Don't have a motive? Then the double cover-up seems too neat.
Why am I telling you these things?
Oh my god, there's more. Okay, why not?
Person we think shot him who made it look like was hanged. We can't find her.
Well, where have you looked for her?
Might be on the coast.
West of here? Tough luck. The place is ruined from the bombardment. A lot of places...
Why am I telling you these things?
Oh my god, there's more.
We could just tell him things about the investigation and give us very, very useless suggestions. Very mysterious. I still know what's up with them. I still don't know what's up with them. Anyway. Alright. Alright. Let's just call it there, and we'll go play some Hearthstone. Alright, well, we got Ruby. We got Ruby in our sights, although we also have these 3 spots to see if the shot could have not come from the roof, which seems less likely, but maybe. Maybe. Really help progress if you're stuck. Yeah. Although, I mean, he just kind of confirms what we're thinking. Oh, that's interesting. Why am I telling you these things? I don't know. Why are you? A little curious.